out shoulder width apart. Now, if I just went like this and I was like, I could do like a million of those. Like seriously, somebody challenge me. How many air squats could I do? Just like kind of going through the motions. I think I could do 500 for sure, right? And so could you. And I can take that from like 500 to like making 15 to 20 really hard with just my body weight, just with my brain, just with intention, right? Your brain is a tool. Connect, right? And make it harder. So we're gonna come here. We're going to put our toes like slightly outwards. That is so I can get my glutes to kick in. When I do this, I'm also going to twist my legs out like this, right? So when I do that, like you can see my quads coming on. I can also feel my glutes coming on. I've got tension already, right? I'm already squeezing, and I wanna maintain that through the whole squat, okay? So I'm here, twisting out, and now I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna maintain that outward tension against the floor. It's hard, it takes brain power, right? Okay, now that I'm here, let's talk about the bottom of the squat. If you are coming into the bottom of your squat and you're coming up on your toes, right? You went too far down. You can't do that yet. You've got some work to do, okay? So come down to like let's say I come here and then it's like, oh, I'm going up on my toes. That's it. That's my range right now for squats. I got some work to do, right? I got to work on mobility. But for me, I've been working on this a while. So I'm going to twist out, twist out, twist out. I'm going to come down to the bottom. And now I'm going to show you the side, okay? So I want a straight line from the crown of my head to my tailbone, right? So when I come here, I'm gonna have my gaze neutral, my head is in line with my spine, and I'm gonna come down, 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 and the last thing, I don't wanna see this, right? So if I come here, 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 and then all of a sudden I start tucking under, that's called butt wink, and we don't want that. You don't want a rounded spine. That's not putting you in a powerful position to get out of your squat. So you want a nice straight back, as low as you can get it, with keeping your spine straight, and then power up. Okay, now let's talk about the rest of the squat. So here I am, twisted out, my heels are in the ground, my ball of my foot's in the ground, my toes are in the ground, I'm using my toes, I'm wearing awesome barefoot shoes so I can actually like grip with my toes. We have toes for a reason, right? So I'm twisting out, and I'm going down, 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 I'm pushing like holes into the floor, twisting my knees out so they don't cave here, and then I'm gonna power up. Now, let's talk about the top portion of the squat. Our brains want us to make it easy. Our brains are trying to survive. They're trying to help us live a long time. So they want us to use the least amount of energy possible. But when we're trying to grow muscle, we want the opposite, right? So when I get to the top, my brain wants me to go like this. Ah, this hurts, oh my gosh, break. Oh my gosh, oh, this is hard, oh my gosh, break, right? So there's this little pause where everything gets to shut off at the point of least resistance at the top. We don't want that. We want no breaks. We want constant tension, right? So we're gonna twist like this, push out, and then power up and come just shy of the top, right? And I'm keeping that outward, I'm like twisting my feet out against the floor like this the whole time. This is already starting to burn quite a bit, okay? I'm starting to shake. I'm getting like, my quads are starting to get on fire. Everything is shaking. And I want to just start going through the motions. Look, now nothing's burning. I can do this all day long. But when I keep that tension and I squeeze, oh my gosh, it hurts so bad. Defy yourself, so hard for me to keep my feet flat in a squat like that. Yeah, so work on your ankle mobility. So especially my guys, my male clients. So we always, at the end of every session, almost every single session with my male clients, we sit in a squat like this. And when we sit there as long as we can, and I can see them starting to squirm and want to get out of it, and I'm like, how's your weekend? So sitting in a squat like this as often as possible will really actually help quite a bit. It'll strengthen your core, release your back down here. It will help stretch out your calves so you get more ankle mobility. So like, if you can, like, find a time that you're actually gonna do that. For me, it's like between sets when I'm working out. I tend to do it, right? That's an easy way for me to remember to be in the squat a lot. If you work like somewhere where you could sit in a squat and be on your laptop for a second, that would be awesome. So sit in a squat more, work on your ankle mobility. You probably have tight calves. So this is what I see a lot with guys. If they try to go in a deep squat, it's here, right? Do you see my heels? So if you can't get this low without doing that, you have no business putting a barbell on your back and trying to like survive your way up through it, right? Like work on your body first, body weight. So we want to master the basics, right? Master the basics. So if you can make this perfect, you're looking at your spine in the mirror, you're like, okay, my spine is neutral, okay, I've got my knees out, nothing's caving, I can feel my glutes kicking in, my whole foot is pushing on the floor. Then you can start adding weight. Then you can grab like a kettlebell, right? Then maybe if you're like, I got this locked down and I want to be super awesome and do back squats, you can try that. But the biggest thing I see is like, why would we, hey Shona, why would we ingrain bad movement patterns into ourselves with heavy weight on our backs, right? So let's say my squat looks like this, right? Let's say I'm over here and I'm like, okay, I'm ready for 135 pounds. So I'm just like grinding it into my body, and like all these muscles that are supposed to be working aren't, and all the compensation muscles are getting stronger and stronger and stronger, while the muscles that are supposed to be doing the work are getting weaker and weaker and weaker. So yeah, challenge you guys to like, at least before your next round of squats, no matter how experienced you are in the gym, like do a form check, do some Bruce Lee stuff, right? Do it 1,000 times, do the basics, master your basics, okay? All right, hopefully that's helpful to you guys in your squat. There's more things I could tell you, I just don't want to overwhelm you. So I guess this will be a 1.0 on mastering your squats.